It was an early Saturday at the park, where I had pitched my tent for my usual bird-watching endeavors. I was greeted by an old frail man dressed in a perfectly tailored tuxedo and a well-ironed pants, holding a trumpet that looked nearly 40 years old. With a deliberate bow, he leaned in and, to my surprise, asked, "What is the meaning of life?" I was taken aback by this question, especially coming from someone far older and presumably wiser than myself. But before I could even begin to formulate an answer, he lifted his trumpet to his lip and played the silliest tune I've ever heard. Annoyed by this, I ignored him until I noticed people around the park gathering, drawn in by the absurdity of all of this. Embarrassed and not wanting anyone to think I was associated with this peculiar character, I stood up and left. But just as I was about to walk away, I heard something unexpected, a chorus of cheers and laughter behind me, from adults and children alike. It was a moment of clarity, a wake-up call of sort. The idea that such a nonsensical tune could unite people in joy made me realize how beautifully innocent the world can sometimes be. So I sat down and asked him to play another tune. We advertised restlessly, day and night, in every corner of the internet and on the streets, inviting people from bars, street walks, and everywhere else we could find them. After 3 days of waiting, our party was set to begin. The stage was set, the silly tunes were cued, and all that was left was for the guests to arrive.
So like, is this the blindfold party? My name's Dan, by the way.
As the clock ticked away and the room filled with the quiet hum of anticipation, I was overcome with a profound sense of disappointment. Despite our tireless efforts and countless invitations, only a solitary guest had arrived. The grand vision of our whimsical experiment seemed to be deflated. Socially awkward Dan, 44, was the only one willing to come, and he didn't even bring a blindfold with him. I was embarrassed and defeated. The idea that I could be associated with someone as awkward of a character as he was didn't rub me the right way, so I stood up and left. Just as I was about to exit, I heard a tune play.
Fucked our asses, fucked them hard.
A chorus of cheers and laughter began to erupt from adults and children alike. The idea that such a nonsensical tune could unite people in joy made me realize just how beautiful and innocent this world can sometimes be. One silly tune had substantially proven that silly music could indeed save the world.
Through the ice and snow,